what is meant by the quality of life? Quality of life actually quality of life is to be secured through the Article 21 under Part 3. Quality of life, Part 3 of the Constitution, Fundamental Rights. The scope of Part 3 article has been explained to improve personal liberty. Quality of life, the article acts as a limitation on the executive actions. That acts as a limitation on executive actions to protect the rights of citizens. To protect right of citizens. Is there any provision to impeach the governor of a state? कोई provision है to impeach the governor of state? The governor of state appointed for a term of 5 years. The governor of a state is appointed for term 5 years. 5 years. He is appointed and removed by the President of India. He is appointed and removed by the President of India. Appointed and removed. He remains in the office during but removed by the President of India. Office of during the pleasure of he remains in office during the pleasure of a presidential. This position is constitutionally maintained. Therefore, there is no provision for the impeachment of the governor. The state appointed for a term 5 years. He is appointed and removed by appointed and removed by president. He remains in office during pleasure of the president. In case of any dispute whether a bill is money bill or not, whether a bill is money bill or not, whose decision is final? Speaker of the Lok Sabha, his final powers deciding the dispute regarding a bill is dispute regarding a money bill is money bill or not, regarding a bill is a money bill or not. The Indian Constitution prohibited the discrimination. Right against discrimination on ground of sex, caste, or religion. Indicate the way of concept of a special protection has qualified this prohibition and contribute to social change. Article 15 provides the state shall not discriminate against any citizens. Guarantees fundamental rights which are considered fundamental rights which are considered to constitute the basic structure of the Constitution. Article 14 to 18 the guarantee right to equality. Article 15 provides that the state shall not discriminate against any citizens on grounds only of religion, race, caste, sex, grounds only of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. The use of word discrimination means to make an adverse distinction with regard to distinguish favorably from others. The use of a word only discrimination on other grounds is not prohibited. Article 6 to ensure that no citizen shall be subject to any disability, liability, restriction. Article 15 consider the Constitution the basic structure of the Constitution. Article 14 to 18 may guarantee basic structure of Constitution. Right to equality. Article 15 provides the state shall not discriminate against any citizen on the ground of only of religion, race, caste, sex, or place of birth. May guarantee the use of the word discrimination means to make adverse distinction Use of the word discrimination means to make an adverse distinctions. Make an adverse distinctions with regard to distinguish unfavorably from others. Adverse distinction, particular distinctions with regard to distinguish unfavorably from others. Favorably no, unfavorably distinguish पृथक करियो. The use of word only connotes that discrimination on other grounds is not prohibited. The use of word only on other grounds is not prohibited. Not prohibited. Article 6 to ensure no citizen shall be subject to any disability, liability, restriction on condition of above grounds. Above grounds. This act as prohibition not only against the state but also against the private individual. However, the concept of special protection in any articles entitles the state to make a special provision for women, children, socially and educationally backward classes, scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. The special protection seeks to promote a social change. The special protection seeks to promote a social change by prohibiting discriminations. The state is permitted to make special provision for women and children by reserving seats for women in local bodies on provision of free education for children. The state is permitted to make any special provision for advancement of any socially and educationally backward classes, scheduled caste or scheduled tribes through reservation of seats or fee concessions of public institutions.